Okay. We're going to join this call tonight and maybe throughout the whole month because I think we all need the same stuff. So we're going to go over that. Real quick, though, as supervisors, for some of you guys that were on that last call, give me some feedback at a supervisor level. Was that helpful? Would that call would have helped you guys when you guys were at that level? Do you guys see why this is valuable? Just give me some feedback on that for a couple minutes, please.
Yeah, it was crazy. The things that I took, about 5 pages of notes, and it makes me just feel like I want to restart. Like I feel like a fresh member. I just want to go in.
Good.
Yo, I thought the same thing. Me and Rachel were talking how did we even make it a soup without all this information? I need to go back to these calls because I don't know how I got here, but I'm happy to be here still. So
yeah.
Thank you.
Dion, mute yourself. The hell is wrong with you, bro? All right, who else?
All right, so I just lost what I was gonna say, but it was definitely helpful. When I first started, my coach and I had a little bit of a fallout, so having this group back then would have helped so much. So I definitely appreciate it.
Come on, Ray Dog. I see you waiting to come off mute, dog.
Well, for me, I mean, definitely watching Hooter be on the call, it definitely gets him more engaged. So it gets them more accountable, I guess you could say, on a weekly basis. It's more direct for them. So I think it's perfect. Even for me, I just had to be on it. I don't know, it was I couldn't miss it just because I want to start over and go forward. If Garen Jones did it at 20K, I got to do it.
Yeah. He was 30K, bro, just so you know. I don't want to de-edify his pay.
Are you serious? Was he at 30K? And he – oh, my God. All right.
So that's 3 Prez teams, basically. Sick. Good. Who else?
Yo.
Dion! Come on with it, baby.
It was awesome. I can definitely see the value in the call. But one of the cool things was where you hit on the things that are behind the scenes with the coaching, setting up the PayPal, the go over the things that we sometimes miss just because we're trying to hit on the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Good. Thanks, Dion.
Oh, and I have something else. So it also helps us with coaching our downline, if you understand what I'm saying, it gives us guidelines to go from.
Totally. Get your teams on the call. You don't have to force them, but guys, if you guys go coach them and they're not on this call, you're going to end up wasting way too much time when you could just put them on one call. All my guys know that I'm working with right now, they have to be on this call because, number one, they get to hear from your Prez team, your Tab team, and just their teammates. You guys are all, at the end of the day, you're all Prez and you're all Tab. You're just not there yet. So having us all feed off the value of, yeah, Kira, you freaking Prez team member. She was like, that's right, Prez team, Kira. That's what's up. So it's just, this is the most valuable thing that we can do. So I just would encourage you guys, you can give them a couple times, maybe they're not on yet or they're not bought in yet or whatever. There's 160 people in our distributor chat and there's 55 people on this call. There was 60 something on the last one. I know people have work and stuff like that, but watch the recording, figure it out. This is the most valuable thing that they can do for themselves. If you're coaching them and putting time into them over and over and over again, but they're not on this call, you can obviously do that. You can do what you want, but it's just it's almost like giving somebody $100 instead of giving somebody $1 million. Like, this is $1 million call. Who else has some takeaways from that last call?
I do.
Go ahead, Lindsay. Let me clear my throat. You're muted.
Okay, now I am. I'm
Okay, go
back.
ahead.
Sorry. I was in this business over like a year ago, so I like started in it, fell out of it. Now I'm back into it, but I've been Soup for a while. So for me, like being on that past call was like, I can get back in it. Like I don't feel so behind. Like I was feeling so behind. Like I have so much to catch up with. Whereas that just gave me a list of like, I can do it. I'm already back into it. Just giving me goals to go through and get it done.
Perfect. Good stuff. Thanks, Lindsay. All right, one more. Part D. Let me hear something, bro. Bahamas Cruise qualifier. Brand new. World team. You're on mute, dog. Come on with it.
What question you got for me?
Teach me something.
I mean, I got on, from the last call, but I mean, like I said, some of the stuff that you guys are going over is what Garen Jones kind of went over, but I kind of like that stuff. Even me as, a brand new world team member, I still like to use that. So, when, developing my team members, I can go back and look at that and kind of use that and, develop them and teach them and, let them grow. And also I'm going to be learning from that too as well. Cause I'm going to add a little bit more, as far as like doing social media. I know the Nutrition Club is going to be up and running very soon. So, getting into action and, just getting to work. So.
Yes. Good stuff, Pardeep. Yeah, Caitlin, go ahead. Hey, real quick. Sorry. Pardeep, give us one tip to get to the world team. Or 5. Just try and keep it quick.
Just being consistent on everything you do. I mean, that was like, following up with your clients, reaching out to them, helping them, staying, connected with them, and just being consistent, like on a daily basis. Like, and, I had to kind of like, I've been at Soup for a while, but I kind of had to dig myself out of that and kind of, learn and grow from that. So, but I'm excited, so.
Consistency. Good job, Pardeep. Okay, Caitlin, go ahead.
So being that we're all on this call, we obviously want to go next level. And to go next level, we get to continue to get new clients who then we get to continue to, filter them and find our distributors. So all of our distributors are going to be starting from the same 25% from the same point. They might enter a different way, but we all start with the same membership as distributors and move up from there. So I just highly encourage everyone to, if you can or if you can't watch the recording, to be on the previous call, because even me, I've been doing the business now for 2 years, but I have 2 full pages of notes just learning different ways to communicate and different ways to language things and just gaining more clarity and more ways to, relate to people and certain things like that, we're going to learn from Jay and the other different tab team members. So if you have intentions on building a team and building a business, which you're on this call, so you obviously do, I would just highly empower you to be on the previous call as well, as much as you can, or to watch the recording, because you're going to be able then to deliver to your new people and your new distributors with clarity, as well as gaining that for yourself and maybe looking at where you could do things differently now for yourself too.
Oh, that's good, Press Team Kate.
Cool. Okay, one more. Anyone? Okay, perfect. Okay, so
I'll add something.
What? Joe, go ahead.
I'll add something. So,
Show me some
just
lights, Joe. I freaking love those lights. Yes.
aren't they cool?
We love them.
All right, cool. Kind of to add what Caitlin was saying, the biggest thing, and you guys will kind of see this as you guys grow, is there's so much that we get to learn in this business, but we always want to keep it simple. So I know, like for me, just being around for a while, like, working with different people, there's so much that we can share. So really just kind of, meeting people where they're at is the biggest thing. So what you guys want to focus on is, like, yes, getting the information, but like, like we were saying, you guys want to teach it too. So the question is, how fast can you guys yes, get it, but also get, you know, your team to the events and your team on these calls, because that's the faster you guys are going to grow your royalties. So that's all I got, yo.
Good stuff. Thanks, Joe. Okay, guys, so we have about a half hour here. Thank you guys for being flexible with the call time. We'll keep you guys posted, but I think what I'm going to do is we're going to keep these two groups combined, at least for the first couple of weeks, as a lot of the information will be the same, because I still, even though we're at different levels, we have supervisors and above on this call, we got to start from the beginning with a lot of stuff. So we're going to want to commit, because of what it's going to do for our teams, to the same stuff that our teams are committed to right now, from the members to qualified producers. So we want to commit to a before and after result. It doesn't have to be crazy. Like some of you guys already have sick results, right? It doesn't have to be crazy, but we want to commit to the same thing, because our teams will be in that conversation with us. We want to make sure we're getting our 5 to 7 customers, obviously, all that basic stuff. We might want to make sure that we watch the modules, just so our conversation with our team members can be the same. If you have a use word talk takeaway from that module, and then you're talking to one of your senior consultants about it, you guys can have conversation like, yeah, that was my takeaway too. Here's what I learned. Here's what I got. So we'll go from there. So it'll just be helpful for you guys to go ahead and have that conversation. Same thing with the goals. Those goals that I have those guys setting up, it's the same goals I would have anybody set up. It's just maybe your goals are a little bit bigger. So maybe some of you guys are going to go for 5K this month instead of 1,000 volume points to hit qualified producer. Okay, stuff like that. Maybe you already know your DMO, you know your flow. Bless you. God bless you. You already know your flow. So maybe you're going to focus on like, okay, I'm going to do this money for the BTC, this much for social media, whatever that is for you guys. But I want to show you guys now the second qualifications for this group, to remain on this group and go from there. So here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So for the get to active supervisor thread qualification, so you must hit supervisor to qualify for this group. You get to teach me the full marketing plan up to president's team. So that means understanding how to hit global expansion team, understanding how to hit get 2.5, understanding how to hit mill 7.5, and then pres team. How much org volume and how much royalty and how that all works. Teach me the importance of active supervisor and how to get there. So you guys are going to want to know, why is active supervisor so important? Why is 2,500 so important? And then BizWorks setup. So we're going to talk about BizWorks. We're going to talk about how to, this call is going to be a lot of like, how do you find your potential person? Like I have a lot of people now who are second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth line who I work with, or who I intentionally have conversations with based off what their action is. You guys want to write this down. It's not always who you get. It's who they lead you to. Taya, are you able to talk?
Hi, yes.
What level are you to Caitlin?
I want to say fourth? No, third.
Third.
Yeah.
Interesting. Jay, what level are you to Tim? Fifth.
Yeah.
I'm fifth level to Tim, you guys. I'm his second pres team. He's had people at Millionaire Team he has people on his team who have been in the business for 16 years. They're at Millionaire Team. I don't want to say anything about getting the pres team faster than them, but I'm just saying you have to pay attention. You cannot just rely on one person to build your whole business. You build your business. You build your business. You get more customers than anybody else. You be in the top volume every month. you be in that conversation every month. On my way to Pres Team, you guys, I was always in top volume. I was always qualifying for the Pres Team Council promotions. I was always sitting VIP all the time. Now, there was times where I wasn't. I had a bad month. I had a bad few months. I went through personal stuff. Everybody goes through that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you get to take the personal responsibility to do that so your team can do it. Now, some people, guys, I'm being honest with you guys. Some people, their whole center of influence gets started. So they come in doing mad volume. Other people, their center of influence doesn't get started. Does that make the person who has the center of influence that got started a better Herbalife distributor than the person who doesn't? No. This is why I say focus on the action. I don't care if somebody's at World Team for 6 years. If they're taking the action, if they're coming to events, if they're growing themselves, I know the law. If they become it, it will happen. So I'm just focused on, are they becoming it? Because I've also seen people have it happen and they didn't become it and they lost it. You guys can probably think of people who you guys could think of really good athletes in high school. They got like first rides to college. They got like full rides to college, but they didn't become the person who had the work ethic, who had the integrity, who had the morale, who did the right stuff, who had the character, and then they didn't make it. And then you can also think of the person who had the character, who had the morale, who had the work ethic, and was the walk-on and became the stud. Is this making sense for you guys? It's the same thing in this business. Find what you relate to in your life and relate it to this business. My dad told me when I just started my business. My uncle told me, you'll quit in 4 years. My cousin told me, you'll quit, you'll quit, you'll quit, you'll quit, you'll quit. And then when I got some of my cousins started with me, the freaking lions came out to eat me, and they were going ham on my life. You're talking about your boy could barely go to his grandma's on Sunday because it was a freaking war. Not with their mouths, with their energy. You could feel it. Like you guys know how, like if you're in the gym, you can feel someone looking at you. I could feel 10 eyeballs staring at me. I want to kill you. You made my son quit college. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. I'm telling you guys. But you have to make sure that you're just focusing on becoming the person and then doing the work every single day. Okay. So this is the stuff that we're going to dive into deeper. But the reason I say that, like I said, is I was 6 levels deep to Tim. You build wide. You build wide. Do you guys want to know why I'm not 15K? Do you want to know why Joey's not 7.5 mil? Do you want to know why Caitlin's not get 2.5? Do you want to know why Mike and Carl aren't mil team? Do you want to know why Dave isn't get 2.5? We're not wide enough. We don't have enough distributors. Okay, we don't have enough leads to get enough clients, to get enough distributors, to get enough supervisors, to get enough active supervisors front line. So this is definitely a more in-depth conversation that we'll teach you guys on. But Mark Hughes said, you got to go as wide as possible, and then you got to build 6 levels deep. This is why we're doing this call. So you guys always want to pay attention. Why is the leadership, or why is whoever you look up to, why are they doing what they're doing? Why is Jay doing this call? Because we don't have enough duplication 6 levels deep. People are stuck. We don't have enough duplication 6 levels deep. So I'm going to freaking make sure that this stuff gets duplicated. And the only way I can do that with Joey's line, with Caitlin's line, with Mike and Carly's line, with Anthony's line, with Steven's line, with JD's line, with Jeremy's line, is to make sure that we have this call group set up. Now, you guys want to duplicate, but you want to stay remaining who you are. Because we need each of you guys, but you guys need to duplicate in the certain way. I duplicate things Tim does, but I do it within who I am. Okay, so then the second thing that we're going to talk about, what you guys are going to learn, the importance of contribution. Online, do you guys know what it does for people? Watch this. Nobody do anything. Nobody do anything. You guys watch this. You guys watch this. Okay. Everybody, give it up for Taya for first cut of active supervisor. Yay! Okay. Everybody give it up for Jake for second cut of active supervisor. Yay!
Yeah! Both of them.
How about this? You guys recognize Taya the way you want your brand new first cut of active soup recognized. Everybody give it up for first cut!
Yeah!
Hey. Everybody give it up for second cut of active supervisor, Jake! Jake, what happened to you?
Made me feel good, man.
Taya, what happened to you?
I'm feeling the love. Thank you, fam.
You guys, in your freaking spirit, you feel it, but it has to be real. In your spirit, it has to be real. The same thing that just happened there, if one person comments, now I get it, in this thread, it's like 18 people getting recognized. So maybe sometimes you're like, I don't want to add 6 more comments. I understand that. So maybe you say congratulations to everybody on blah, blah, blah. But what happened there? Just me saying, give it up for Taya for first cut active soup. That is the equivalent of nobody giving any love to our posts on the threads. And then what happened when everybody went crazy is the equivalent of all of us, or as many of us as possible, giving love to the threads. And it's the same thing at the STS. I do not give a crap what the energy of any STS you go to is like. You create the energy that you want. Well, we're at an old person's home. Cool. Are you old? Are you not excited? Are you not fired up for your goals and your dreams? Do you want me to work my ass off to get a new person to come to the event and look at you looking like you belong in the nursing home down the hall? Like, is that what you want? And it's like this. You have to have the energy and the attitude before you have the business. You don't have the business, then have the energy and the attitude. See, this is why you guys go promote, if you guys think this call is lit, after this to your team members and say, you guys got to get to supervisor so you can get on this call. Jay was dropping nuggets. So-and-so was dropping nuggets. You guys, you create the energy at the events. I'm telling you, this whole organization, listen, you guys that are at St. Joe's, you guys that were at Detroit JKOs, What you guys saw there, with not so many of us being there, was exactly how it used to be when we first started. But even less of us, because there was 3 of us. There was no Gen H. There was all 40, 38-year-old and older Prez team. No young tab team. Literally, 0 young tab team. The youngest tab team at the time, I think, was Nathan and Michelle McCone. And we walked in there, and we learned about what we wanted to create. We learned about vision. We learned about energy. We learned about being that which we want. And we were that. And then it showed up. Imagine that. So now, you guys all want Get, Male Prez, and we've all expanded our STSs. So our conversation to our new people isn't, yo, there's only 200 people here. I know it's small, but no. The conversation is, yo, we just had an STS of 1,000 people, and now we've expanded to 3 STSs, and now we get to be the people that grow this event. We get to be the people that everybody at this event is in our org. And we get to be the people that create the energy here. We get to be the people that learn how to train on stage, that learn how to speak on stage. So many times people are like, well, there's no good speakers on stage. Here's the thing, dude. If they have a higher pin than you, there's a reason they're on stage. If you want to be entertained, go see a movie. This is about building your business. Edify the people. Edify, 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 edify. Do not de-edify. Constantly edify. If someone goes on stage, just be like, yo, this person brings mad energy. Yo, this person's got a killer business. Yo, this person did 10K last month. Yo, this person's brand new Get team. That's mean they're making 3,000 to 8,000 a month. Yo, this person's brand new Mill team. They're making 8,000 to 20,000 a month. Yo. It can't just be for the Garen Joneses or for whoever. It's everybody. See, you guys know why Garen Jones is where he's at? He's had more people do exactly what I'm telling you guys to do. He didn't get to 30K because of him. He got to 30K because of the team of people that understand contribution, that understand energy, that understand edification. It's not hard things to do. Is it hard to give a high five and say congratulations? No. Is it hard to stand on your feet and clap? No. Is it hard to take notes? No. Is it hard to bring snacks to an event and bring water so you're snacking and you're drinking water so you don't get too tired during the event? No. These are things that are important. Now, do you want to show up to the event and look like a freaking zombie? No. Guys, I have to be honest. I see people at events sometimes, they look like their dog just died. I do not want to be in your dead business. And here's the more important part. It can't be fake. You get to work on your happiness every day. You get to work on your happiness every day. And that starts with the gratitude. And it starts with positivity. And it starts with having a vision for where you're going. Nobody likes where they're at. We're human beings of evolution. Of course. You guys, I'm tired of President's Team. I'm tired of it. Now you guys are like, how can you be tired of President's Team? Because I need progression, because that's what brings us happiness. That's it. So you guys got to look at what are the areas that you get to progress in your life. But that's why it's so important. You work on happiness. So that way when you're at the events, you have the energy and the happiness. I do not want to bring my team into a circle at the LDW when we all meet. And we have team members that look like they're ready to freaking, I don't know, just not happy. Smiles, hugs, high fives. Hi, my name is Jake. Welcome to the team. Hi, my name is Shannon. Welcome to the team. Hi, my name is Taya. Welcome to the team. Hi, my name's Pardeep. I'm fired up for you. Hi, my name's Steven. Welcome to the team. Hi, my name's Kaylin. I'm fired up for you. Brothers, sisters. I get Herbalife happens sometimes, but let's do our best to keep it brother, sister. Because I'll tell you guys this much. If I bring in a bunch of girls or if I bring in a bunch of guys on this team, if you guys are chasing them and you're chasing them out my business, I'm going to have a serious freaking problem. Brothers, sisters, focus on the business. Brothers, sisters, focus on the business. Brothers, sisters, focus on the business. If you're supposed to be with a person, then while you're progressing in your growth, you will be with them. But it's much more simple to take a stance of, this is a brother-sister hug. I have no feelings for you. This is weird. I don't think my sister's hot. It's freaking weird. Okay. Small tidbit on that. I've seen active supervisors leave the business because stuff like that happens. So let's do our best. Okay. Contribution. Local STS and local events. You guys get to take ownership, like I just said, of your local STSs and of your local events. That does not mean you need to do everything. Hell to the freaking no. You are not a professional STS coordinator. You're not a professional event coordinator. You're not a professional Herbalife event goer. You're an Herbalife member that uses events to support you in building your business and building your team. So make sure that if you start getting too much put on your plate at your STS, you start to delegate it. Hey, listen, I want to help. Here's how much time I have to give. I have my family, I have my kids, I have this job, I have that job. Here's how much time I can give. What can I do to give this much time to this event? Perfect. We're going to talk about the beginning steps of leadership, creating your own client groups and events as we go. But as of right now, there's nothing better than plugging into the group. We talked a little bit on the last call about tailoring your 45-second stories. We talked about the power of sideline relationships and then sharing on calls. Okay, good. Get crew. First cut at 2,500 up to active world team. If you miss a cut, you're removed from the group. Like I said, I think we're going to start this right now. So for this group, it's going to be even more in-depth coaching. I'm going to dive into your guys' teams. You're going to share with me about your team members. You're going to share with me who are your next U's that we need to look out for. You're going to maybe give me some stuff that you want me to cover on the other groups. You get to have a little bit more conversation here. You're an active supervisor. You're an active supervisor cuts. And this is what this group is for. Know the complete flow of everything we just covered for all the different groups. And then you get to definitely articulate how to get to global expansion team, even though the group before that, you get to articulate how to get all the way to the president's team. Let me give you guys some numbers real quick for active soup. $2,500 a month. We're going to do that off of customers and documented volume, which I'm going to show you guys. You're going to want to focus on your 5 to 7 customers a month. Like I told the group before that, that's 1 customer a week. Figure out what you can do to get 1 customer a week. If you do an in-service with 5 people, you'll probably get 1 customer. Do an in-service, one in-service a week for 5 people, get a customer. Do 20 invitations a day to the nutrition club, get probably a few customers. So you're going to need probably 15 customers ordering at 150 volume points for you to get 2,500 volume points. Now, of those customers, those could be preferred members, those could be charter preferred members. But then you'll also have, out of that, you'll have distributors moving up the marketing plan. You want to keep the distributor moving up the marketing plan separate from your 15. Because that distributor moving up the marketing plan, if you're relying on their volume for your 2,500 and they hit supervisor, that's what Sean calls a sick man. Because then when that person is supervisor and you have no other volume, you then are no longer an active supervisor. So you have your customer base filled with customers and VIP customers. And then you have those other people that then decided to become a distributor. You do the same thing with them. But overall, I would write this down for you guys. You want to get 20 and keep 20. You want 20 people on your list at all times. We're going to talk about that on this call. I guarantee you, if you didn't do 2,500 last month, you didn't have 20 people on your list ordered. If you start to see, okay, well, this person orders every other month, and it's a habit. You see it. Then you got to consider that in your list. Maybe you need 25 on your list because 5 are sporadic with when they order. So we're going to focus on the 2,500. Good. Let me show you guys what those guys are going to learn. BizWorks, mastering personal development. We're going to talk about PD on a higher level. Setting the tempo in the other pages. At the end of the day, you guys are the leaders for this group. I have 12 people in our leadership group. 12 people cannot carry a team of hundreds to where we need to go. We need new leaders to step up. You now have permission. Set the tempo. We might have the client calls. We're going to keep you guys posted on that. You guys are learning on how to work your own calls. What are your wins for the week? Start with some positivity. Give content. Give some takeaways. How to run your own calls. Do you want to run your own calls right now? Probably not. Maybe you run some of your own calls with your groups on what are their takeaways off of this call. Maybe you have all of them get on a call and together. Let's say Shannon has 3 new people. They all have new clients. Maybe Shannon gets on a call with those 3 new people with all of their new clients to break down a plan. So Shannon can save her time, teach 3 people at once, and get all those other people situated. Okay. Speaking on panels and sections, powerful accountability, ownership, contribute at every event, speaking at different panels at the events. Maybe you're running your own events, and then royalty building. Okay. So this is the piece that I want you guys to understand with creating culture. So you guys got to understand everything that we're going to be doing right now is about culture. If you guys are on the call early, your team will be on the call early. If you're at events early, your team gets to the events early. If you're not paying attention at events and you're on your phone, your team won't be paying attention at the events and they'll be on their phone. So then you're not going to grow. So you guys just want to understand that stuff. You guys see here the visible signs, environment, and behaviors. And then the invisible causes, and this is what we're going to work on a lot in this group, values and attitudes, and then the fundamental assumptions and beliefs. So if you guys believe that this call is going to support you guys will be on it, you'll take notes, you'll be active. If you have values of being attention and paying attention and taking notes and having a good attitude on this call, and when we get off the call, then your team will do the same exact thing, and that's what's going to show up in the environment and the behaviors. Okay. So the intention, you guys, for this whole entire thing is to create a powerful group of leaders who are looking to achieve whole life success. This is what I'm talking about. Not just in Herbalife, not just at home, not just with your boyfriend, not just with your girlfriend, not just with your kids. Through continuous leadership, learning, accountability, contribution, integrity, team building, loyalty, consistency, and all of that equals building royalties. Okay. So I want to show you guys this piece real quick because this is going to be important for you guys to understand and to know. If you guys don't do this, listen, you guys, we're going to have changes in May. Okay, we know that. I like to think of them as enhancements. Your team members don't know the difference yet. But you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys are knowing what's going on. You're playing with the POS system. You keep hearing us talk about this. You're playing with the POS system. You're documenting your volume, all that other stuff. If you guys have, so let me show you guys. Okay, share screen. I'm going to show you guys my Herbalife. Okay. So here you guys I'm on my Herbalife, right? First of all, bottom left, video library right here. Okay? Everything you need to know for anything about Herbalife right now. Herbalife's putting together 1 minute, 2 minute clips on everything you need to know. Documenting a receipt, documenting volume, undocumented volume, the POS system. It's all on the video library. It's all there. So you guys get to know that. Now listen. So this piece of it. So I don't know why the heck this isn't documented. One of my guys must have done this. So I got to check. But listen, this right here is gold for you guys. So this is going to show you, come May, how much are you qualifying for royalty overrides. The way you qualify, now as a supervisor, listen, 0 to 499 volume points gets you 1% royalty. This is why 2,500. 500 to 999, 2% royalty you collect. Now, a royalty is what you're collecting on your supervisors. So you're a supervisor who has supervisors. Because when they hit supervisor at 50%, you no longer get the difference of the wholesale. So you guys know that, right? If I'm a supervisor, I have Jake. I'm at 50, Jake's at 25. I make 25% of anything Jake does. Jake gets to 35. I make whatever that percentage is, 15. And then Jake gets to 42. I make 8. Now when Jake gets to 50, I get 5% on anything he does. Know the marketing plan. So then 1,000 to 1,499, 3%. 1,500 to 1,999, 4%. And then, no, my bad. Sorry, guys. The other way around. So do this. $24.99. $2,000 to $24.99 is 4%. $1,500 to $19.99 is 3%. $1,000 to $14.99 is 2%. $599 is 1%. So basically, for every 500 volume points, you get 1% of your 5% royalty. Part of the reason why I got fricked up on that math is because all I ever knew was just do 2,500 volume points. Now, this is what this percentage will show you. Based off of, if you have 0 to 499 volume points documented, you will collect 0% of your royalty override. To 999 volume points documented, you'll collect 1%. So it's not ordered anymore. It's what's documented. This is why it's so important. You guys we're gonna get you guys familiar with this. It's gonna be maybe a little uncomfortable. You might not know what's going on yet. We'll get you guys accustomed to it. But this is another thing that shows you here in this chart. The blue is purchased volume. The green is documented. So now what I'll do is I'll find out who placed the 151 volume points, and I'll figure out what they did or why it's not documented. And then I'll teach them how to document it now, as if it was May. So by May, I don't have a problem with documented volume. This is why you guys want people who are not distributors to be preferred members. Because if they're a preferred member, it automatically documents their volume. Some of you guys have distributors who are totally out of the game right now. They're not paying attention. They're not on calls. They're not going to events. You're going to have to make sure that they understand documented volume. Now, the company, because the freaking company is amazing, is going to make sure that they have to take a freaking test before they order products. Amen. We all getting paid. Hands up emoji. Let's freaking go. That's why the company is freaking amazing. You guys, I don't even think I'll ever understand how amazing this company is. They're going to make sure that they set us up so powerfully that people are documenting their volume so we all get our checks. Okay, so you guys want to get familiar with this. This is the same thing. It'll show you your total documented, and then this will show you how much you're qualified to earn. You guys want to pay attention to this all month. What are you getting qualified to earn based off your personal volume? You need to make sure. Here's the goal. Just write this down. Your goal this month, 2,500 documented volume. That's your goal. Very simple. Now, it might be more, whatever. For right now, it's 2,500. Come May, you will only get to qualify for vacation. You'll only get to qualify for promotions. You'll only get to qualify for level advancements based off of what the volume is that is documented. That's the only way you advance levels. This is why it's so important. As always, you do it. You support your team members in doing it. If you're in a nutrition club, you want to make sure you have the right POS app with the right ProPay or PayPal. So this way, the club is just automatically documenting it. Do not go get a system that is not linked to the POS. You guys will screw yourselves. Okay. Any questions on this before I show you guys one more thing and then we hop off?
Yeah, Jay, I have a question. It's Britt.
Go ahead.
So if there is non-documented volume, is there a way to like go see where exactly it's coming from, or like?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you that next. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. Good question. Anybody else?
Yeah. I was wondering if you could go back and change that to documented volume or no.
Depends how you ordered it. Like if you did retail inventory, then you can go ahead and fill out a receipt on the POS and then it'll get documented.
Okay, so if it was like a downline member that ordered it and they didn't document it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Tiff?
So, if a downline orders products just for themselves and they do it as retail, is that going to count towards documented? What if they order, so somebody who's not soup yet orders, 500 personal volume, like for themselves, products that they're going to use in their household, is that all going to count towards or just $200?
They're a distributor?
Yes.
$200, but you'll still get paid on it, but you have to make sure you do your documented volume to get paid on it. So it's going into it's called like an allocate portion of it. So it's a very confusing way to get paid the same way. So I don't freaking understand. We have a lot of geniuses like behind this stuff to make sure that basically they're going to make sure that we follow the FTC order, but we still all get paid the same. Some people might even get paid more, but it's going into like an allocate group where it'll take the extra. So after someone orders their 200 personal, because for me, I order like 1,000 something volume points of products. So my extra 800 volume points is going to go into a pot that Ange will get paid back on based off some formula. But you need to make sure that for that distributor, if they ordered 500 volume points or whatever, that they say that it's personal use, and then the company will make sure that you get paid accordingly.
So somebody that's not yet soup but is distributor and they order that for themselves, will that still count under documented volume? Or
no, only purchases will. So if that distributor has 2 clients and they document it that it's going to that, like let's say they drop ship it, they direct ship that client, it'll be documented volume for you because it's a sale. But if it's a personal purchase, then it won't be.
Right.
So we get paid on sales basically, not on purchases.
Okay, so even if they're consuming it themselves?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah. That's why it's so important that we're teaching 5 to 7 customers. Okay, any other questions on that, guys? Good questions. Okay, so I'll show you guys the Brittany's question. So you guys go up here to BizWorks. And then when you go into BizWorks, you go to Linear View Plus. Now, if you guys don't have BizWorks, this is why you guys get to get BizWorks. So when you go into Linear View Plus, click it. Okay, so this will show you, Brittany and everybody, this will show you guys all of it. So for lineage level, I could do levels 1 through 6. And then I could do any level I want, but we'll do bronze preferred member all the way to founder circle. And then let's just do current month. Run it. So it'll tell me everything, okay? So this will tell me the people tracking for supervisor. This will tell me my documented volume, how many people are over 6. So you guys, we need 80%. And we need 80% for a lot of reasons, but we just need 80%. So all we got to do, here's what you guys got to do. You guys want to write this down. All you need to do is make sure that your people who just want to take the products are converted to preferred member, because now target preferred member is gone. So if you have distributors who didn't convert because they're dum-dums, or because you didn't take the action to tell them enough, but either way, it's whatever. Now we got to get them to preferred member. We have 3 months to get them to preferred member. Like, I have a couple of people who keep telling me they want to be a distributor, but they're not doing nothing yet. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. They might be preferred members. They might be distributors. Now you don't want to now if they want to build a business, they just got to make sure they're clear. Okay, you got to take this. You get to take this test. It's 45 minutes. It's really simple, but it's so you're clear on all the enhancements that we're making. And then you just want to be clear that you get 200 volume points towards your 2,500 for personal use. You want to use as much as you can, but you get 200 volume points. The rest of it gets to be on clients or preferred members' sales and purchases. Okay, good. So first thing, make sure anybody who needs to be a preferred member is a preferred member. And then make sure that our distributors are clear on documenting their volume. 2 very simple things. Okay, so the 65%, I have 25 people above 65% documented volume, and then I have 21 people that are below 65%. Guys, this number was really, really low. I mean, really high last month. Like, there was a lot of people below 65% documented volume. But if you guys see here, that right now, because the company's adjusting and there's a lot of people who need to become preferred members and stuff like that, the U.S. average is 53%. My group is 78. Y'all is 78%. All we want's the moolah. Woo, woo! That's what I'm talking about. So this is good. It's really good. Joey's getting paid 191%. That boy. Tell Ackman I said he's getting rich.
Bye, Billy.
All right. So this is also freaking sick. This is new. This thing, brand new. Who's in cuts? I need to be seeing some numbers. What the hell? All right. We're gonna be seeing some numbers here, but listen, this is sick. But okay, then we come here. I never even saw this. This is new. They just did this today. Wow. Top 10, top 25, top 50. Who are the top 50 performers? Okay, but here's the thing, Brett. Here's what you were asking for. Oh, hell no. You better convert, woman. See, some of these people need to convert. Alexis's, you guys, haven't worked out too well for me yet. But I have faith. You guys see this. Freaking 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Freaking A, man. All right. But let me go to, let me do this. Boom. Boom. Okay. Joe, Suff, 134%. You the real OG, Joe.
Ooh!
Okay.
Shout out to the team, the real MVPs.
Yeah, Mike 32%. Now this is for this month. So like one or there might be one or two orders. So right now it might be lower. So you guys see this though? Who the heck? Joe, stop. Okay. So if you guys see this, let me go down to 1,812 rows returned. No, there isn't. Hang on a second. What? What'd you say? Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay, Ray Cheesy at 100%. Sierra used to be an active soup too, but you guys will know what I told you guys earlier. Yeah, that happened. She gone. Freaking A, man. People just falling in love for a month. All right. This is what mentoring sessions are like with me, you guys. So welcome to mentoring with me. Hope I'm not offending anybody. I love everybody. Trust me. Okay. So do you guys see this? Britt, do you see this? Britt?
Yeah, I see it.
Does that make sense?
Sort of. So like if you scroll up, does it say like, okay, cool.
Right here? This
Yeah.
is your documented volume. And then this shows you, so for example, right here I would say, okay, Sean has 29% documented. Total volume is 225. Documented was 65. So then he has, whatever the difference is, he has undocumented.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, cool, no problem. So then I can go look at Sean's group and figure out where that's coming from. So here's what you're asking, Britt. Like, this is where I can dive into Sean's group and I can say, what the frick's going on here? Even though I don't see it. But, so maybe it was a personal order or something. Ryan and Joe. Freaking cut it out.
Yes.
Okay. So, any questions on this stuff that you guys have? Questions? I know y'all got some questions here.
I do have a question. It's not about that screen, but as far as Martin and I working together now, would it be smarter? Does the company recognize like spousal as far as 200 for one spouse, 200 for another, or should we do like place my order, ship to customer type thing? I don't want to like go against what we're supposed to be doing, but at the same time, like we want to obviously get, my products and his products and have them count.
One of you guys, if you guys want your volume to count, you're only gonna get if you guys are a distributor, you're only gonna get 200 volume points that count. So if you want to have your other ID be a charter preferred member ID, which I don't know how long it'll last. It might last until you guys get married. Charter preferred member ID, maybe you could have. That way you have, you could order on that also. It won't affect Mike at all. And it'll be more volume for Mike, honestly, in car, but
right.
That would help them out, I guess.
And ask them like how we would go about that, because I was just going to keep mine at charter preferred, but they said if him and I go together, I have to terminate my personal.
Yeah, so you probably will just only get 200 then on yours and Martin's. You'll still want to order everything you would anyway, but yeah, that's how that would work.
I'm gonna ship it to Joanne.
Get your ass suspended by Herbalife for that.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Okay, will it document through the POS, the app?
Who's that? Fifi?
Yes.
Hey, Queen Fifi.
What's up? Okay, so we'll document through the POS system. What if we what if we order products for people through the website? Will it still document as well
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you do customer, when you do it, you put in their address, because you'll have all your clients' addresses in there now, and you just click customer direct, and then it'll automatically document it.
Yeah, I was playing with the POS system today. I'm like slowly figuring out, but I really do have to play with it more, especially with especially now we're gonna need to use it for blended. So it's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. See, and then the other thing, you guys, is depending on where you're at, you guys are going to want to dive deep into your orgs, because, like, see, I love that they have this all laid out for me. Look at all my freaking I got a lot of, like, first lines in here now that, let me scroll. I just want to show you guys this, because this is part of what you guys are going to want to start to dive into. Come on, man. Oh, hell. Sorry, guys. This is like moving super slow. All right, well, here, I'll show you. So, like, you guys see, these are all first line to me. All these are first lines. So I got to get with these guys and re-engage with them, because some of these, like, okay, Daryl right here, he converted to CPM. So he had a group of people who I reached out to, and they all converted to CPM. Garbo converted to CPM, was an active soup. So was Daryl. Cry. Some people do, some people don't. So freaking what? I still made it a press team. So you guys, go get it, no matter what. Stop just crying about people quitting and stuff. You just keep going. All right. So if you guys see, Brian had a bunch of people who converted. This dude is still being a clown. This is another one. This is Blake. I love Blake, but he's been talking about coming to events for 4 years. Hasn't come yet. He's a supervisor. So I got to hit him up and say, Blake, you got to convert, or you got to start whipping some shakes, bro. What are we doing here? This is how it's got to go down. So he's got to know this. So you guys see some of this stuff? Like, there's a lot. Look at all these first lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Viente uno, viente dos, viente tres, viente cuatro, viente cinco. All these motherfuckers. This is sick. But you guys got to dive into this and say, what's going on here? You guys know what I'm saying? Cool. Any questions on this? We're done here. Any questions on this? Once, twice, 3 times. Okay. Takeaways real quick, and we're going to hop off for tonight. Takeaways.
Linear view on BusinessWorks is sick. It's phenomenal. It's going to help us manage our group better and keep track of data and help our members grow faster and more efficiently.
Yes, Casper. Yes. My young grasshopper.
It's definitely way easier to read, because I used to get so confused with BizWorks, but this basically just like lays everything out.
Good. Thanks, Fifi.
One takeaway I had was to watch who you look up to, but duplicate what they're doing in your own way instead of how they're doing it.
Good, Kyla. Thank you.
Yo, I got bring this energy back.
Yes.
Energy.
The app you guys can download if you guys use your phone is called Herbalife POS. If you have an iPhone, go to the store. If you guys don't use that yet, I would highly encourage you guys to use it. It's very simple, and especially if you guys have a nutrition club or not, it's very compatible with that. So definitely get it.
Sean, you got something, bro?
Yeah, it was more so about this call in general.
Okay, we'll wait. Anybody else on the stuff we shared? Okay, I will hand it off to any of the TAB team that would like to say something. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to support your teams. You guys are the best.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Audrey.
Jay, if you don't mind me adding, for the POS system with Herbalife, for your volume to be documented, you have to link your Herbalife to either PayPal or ProPay. You can't just use the app. You have to link it to PayPal or ProPay.
Yes, sir.
How does that work with cash then?
That's with cash. You got to go in there and do it yourself. Then you got to fill out the document and fill out the receipt. So I highly recommend not doing cash. I highly recommend either doing it customer direct on the website or doing it on the POS. Cool. Any other TAB team?
Thank you, Jeffrey, for sharing with all of us.
Yeah, I got.
Sean, go ahead.
All right, cool. So, just something along the lines of what Jay was talking about, the culture, guys, is that we have like these different calls. Like, yeah, we have our Sunday focus group call at 8:30, and we've got these calls and all this stuff. The one thing I can tell you guys is like, or that I would just ask that we do, or that maybe you just personally do, is just like make this thing cool. Like, people legit pay thousands of dollars to get all that information that we just got. I'm sitting here and I got a book full of notes. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But at the same time, like, if you got to make like an event reminder on your phone, like every single week, go ahead and do that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because I know everybody doesn't know them, but Mike and Carly, when I watched their organization go from 20,000 to 8,000, they would have a bunch of their team coming to our fit clubs in Grand Rapids. And then on the way home, sometimes we'd go grab turkey burgers or whatever it is downtown. And they would say no, because it's like, hey, we got this team call that we get to be on. And then I'd see the Snapchats of them having 40 people on their calls. And there's no coincidence that their organization went from 20,000 and then 5 months later it went to 80,000. So like, put that reminder on your guys' phones, like, hey, Sunday I've got this call, Wednesday I've got this call. And if we want to go fast, you can do whatever you want. But somebody's like, hey, come do this, or let's go do this. Hey, I love you. That's cool. But I've got this awesome call that I get to go on, and then we can link up or do whatever we got to do outside of that. But thank you, Jay, for doing this call. And then thanks for everybody putting this together. But that's all I got to say.
Good, Sean. Thanks, bro. All right. Anybody else?
Great job, Jay. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I like your line there. I don't want to be a part of your dead business, and I've seen that so much over the last 3.5 years, and that's the first time I've heard that, and I love it. And
first time I heard it too, bro.
That's good, but I mean that's true, because like you see when people stop showing up, like their whole team stops showing up, because when you basically, if you don't show up, you kill your own business. Like if you don't show up for calls, your team's not showing up for calls. If you don't show up for events, your team doesn't show up for events, whether it's STSs, LDWs, even if it's like fit clubs. Like if people unplug, their teams unplug. And like that's the quickest, I think that's one of the quickest ways to like kill your own waves of energy, is if you stop showing up yourself. And I've seen it so many times. And like, I don't know, like from the beginning, what Mike was always saying, like, well, what you said, what Tim said, was never miss an event, never miss a call. And, you know, from the beginning, when I was a brand new member, I'd be in Florida on vacation. And before we even had Zoom, like I would literally call in when I was on vacation, and it was over, I don't even remember the name of the line that we used, but
freeconferencecall.com.
Yeah, freeconferencecall.com. And everybody would be like, give it up for like these new senior consultants and supervisors and all these people. And it would just be like a list of people going over and over and over. And it was like every single month. And I'd be on vacation and I'd be like, hang on, I gotta hop on this call. And it was like never a question to me, like, this is just what I'm doing. And I don't know, like it was not a question, never a question to go to events, like never a question, like Fit Club every single time, like everything, every single call, like it's just repetitive. It's what I do.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. All right, guys. So we'll start the threads and stuff tomorrow. So just add your people to those. And then Sunday night, we'll see you guys on that team call. Get your goals together and go to work on them. Love you guys. Have a good night. Peace out.
Good night.